In the top left, we do have Sola in this best of 5 against in the bottom right. There we go. It is Clem. Clement. Great personality as well. Very kind of positive in a lot of things. A very positive person. Very smiley guy. And you can sometimes see when he's frustrated. He has like... his emotions are kind of on his sleeves. It's very easy to see when he's like sad, when he's frustrated, or when he's laser focused, when he's happy. It's very maybe not as expressive as Reina, but definitely one of the. He's not like a Maru, right? Where he's like, all right, it's time to go to sleep now. No, he's a different caliber. There we go. Okay, so 2 racks opening here. Clem is gonna grab these. Of course, let's mention. This is the favorable position for the Terran, as the add-ons do spawn on the inside here for these barracks, so the transition is going to be a little bit easier and safer. There's not going to be the snipe potential on Stim, for example, or a reactor. And yeah, some players have been playing around this on the other side of the map, and going for 3 racks actually. And just getting the tech lab in that main base to keep some Stim safe. But yeah, this option, of course, is a little bit more kind of relying on making damage work across the map. So the 2 racks variant definitely a little bit more flexible here. I personally really enjoy this opening. I think it's a great opening. It's a great meta shift there that happened for the Terran players. That this opening is so potent currently. It just makes this Reaper interaction way more interesting. It also allows the Terran to get a lot of early game control, which I really think is a great thing to have to utilize as a player in general in an RTS, to try and seize the control from the start, get the map control, try to force your opponent to make things happen to defend while macroing. And you can just, like, you have those units across the map, you can just attack, and you can choose when you go in and attack, right? If you really want to focus on something quickly on the macro, you just pull back your Reaper. And then you'll just jump to your base, set up everything very nicely, like this right now. So he scouts for the bases or the drone, which is hidden, by the way, at a gas over here. And during this time, I assure you, he just went back and set up this 3rd base. And now he can completely focus again on those queens here. He's actually gonna get a queen here, maybe. No, he's putting on a lot of damage onto those 2 here. The Lynx are guarding the high ground. So we do have 4 Reapers. 4 Reapers, they're meant to kill or definitely cancel the base. You either want to kill queens or you want to kill the base. And he didn't find the base. It's an off timing. It's an odd timing from Sola. And now Clem is still like, wait, I scouted a couple of times now. There was no drone, there was no base. There's still no base now. Are you doing something on 2 bases? And the timing is done. The Lynx do have speed at this point, and Sola can definitely move out whenever he wants to and try to defend his 3rd base. So he gets like a delay, but he doesn't get a cancel, he doesn't get the money from the cancel, he doesn't get the kill actually on the base or something like that. So yeah, finds the base at least. He knows, like, alright, you just hit a drone, I guess, for an eternity. And now he kind of needs to escort his Reapers back here. He's gonna jump them very nicely here on that location, and Sola's not even gonna chase. So we have this odd situation now where not really too much did happen. He only killed 3 Lynx, right? He damaged a couple queens. But he has these 4 Reapers, and they can still do things. And the Reapers, they're actually pretty decent against... They're actually not that terrible at soaking up Banes, because they take 3 hits from Banes. I think, right? Is it 2? I'm not sure, but they have 60 HP. I want to say they need 3 hits from Banes, yeah. He also can use them to guard his base, like he's doing right now. And you can always use them again for a later poking. Oh, this is interesting here. This is gonna be a 4 Hellion drop. Oh, that's a supply block. That's not a good sign here. There we go, unblocked. What a perfect move. So now he has 4 Hellions. Do we have a armory? Yeah, there we go. So he has an armory, 4 Hellions, which are going to be Hellbats, 1 Medivac, and a bunch of Marines with Stim, by the way. Because this was a 2-1-1. Thanks to supply block, Clem is not going to produce that SCV, which would be killed. He actually needs to make some depots happen. There we go, drop supply depot, definitely a mistake here. Macro slapping a little bit. And yeah, Hellbats are here, Reapers are here, Stim Marines are here. Reapers are still pretty good at fighting Queens at links. They can also still bounce. They should throw some grenades on those Queens to try and bounce those a little bit and split them up a bit. Reduce that damage. But they're just being utilized as damage dealers here for now. The Medivac did fall. And there's gonna be a couple dead Queens. But in the end, this push is just gonna be defended. And everything was just army units traded. And not really any workers. What you kind of wanted to get. I mean, he killed like a couple Queens. 4 Queens. It's okay, but you definitely wanted more out of this attack. I think this is a great defense by Sola so far. If you can defend the second wave as well. Losing 4 Queens kind of sucks, but you get like a Medivac, you get the whole Marine count, you get so many units. And you didn't lose any workers, most importantly. So I think it's a very good situation still for Sola here. Leia is finished up. I do see a Spore. Trying to do a little bit of a counter-attack, but quick pull here from Clem, not losing any SCVs. 4th base on the way for Sola. Baneling Nest. Researching Bane Speed. Plus 1-1. About to finish here in just a moment, actually. Way ahead of the Terrans, as you can see. So, after everything kind of evens out here a little bit, everything calms down. This is a great position for Sola. He's gonna have his tech online so fast. And on the side of Clem, there's just gonna be another Hellbat push here. And into this 4th base. And it's probably not gonna succeed. So yeah, he needs to make a transition happening soon. He's gonna go into his next second factory. So we're gonna see probably some tank transitions. Oh, he might just go Barrow Widowmine, like, what is it, Widowmine upgrades. So yeah, let's see. That's some very interesting poking and prodding here. He's still waiting for the Bane speed, but cannot wait long enough. He wants to defend the space. He's already too far along. Couple of good Widowmine connections here. Everything's gonna get pushed into those Medivacs. And we do see a counterattack. Oh, Ling is gonna trigger that mine here. A Drilling Claws upgrade, of course. He kind of probably wants to transition to that one if he still keeps the factory on that reactor. Marines are gonna come in and try to kill those Lynx here. Lynx actually said, alright, we can fight you guys. Come at me, bro. And 4th command sent on the way. Yeah, there we go. Drilling Claws is gonna be the matter of choice here. 2-2 also pushed immediately here after 1-1 was done. So currently Clem is gonna fight on even footing, but Infestation Pit already on the way. Hive is gonna start up soon. And I assume that Sola is just gonna keep on producing these three upgrades super fastly, and I want to see a very quick Adrenal as well. He's actually transitioning into more Hydralisks. He could go for some Lurkers, but I don't expect to see those yet. But I'd be happily surprised. They definitely can anchor some defenses against pushes like this, which are very Marine based. Clem not giving up. Losing some of his mines now. No real AoE, it's only Marines and Medivacs. It's a great push, but man, Sola's really struggling to defend his Marine ball. Clem's control is just it's out of control, man. Look at those snipes. It's just not losing anything. I mean, he's losing a couple of Marines here and there, but man, he's making so much value happen right now. Look at the value resources traded here. 4k to 6k. It's amazing. It's a 2k. It's a 33% lead here for Clem. Widowmine's finally helping out Sola maybe a little bit, trying to get some friendly fire there. One Widowmine's gonna connect at the bulk. Nice last second split here. Ooh, that Widowmine didn't connect. And yeah, now we do have Drilling Claws completed. The Widowmines are permanently cloaked. First mistake by Clem. And immediately Sola's gonna push this back. He's gonna try to drop a couple of Widowmines now into that mineral line here, but behind all of this, he worked his way to a 4th base. He set up a nice new transition point. He set up extra production in the main, as you can see. I'm expecting to see a Ghost Academy being started any second now. And yeah, Clem's looking great. He's gonna throw down a mine now on top of these queens. But Sola isn't actually looking that... Wow, he gets 2 queens in that 1 mine. That's kind of crazy. Sola isn't looking as bad as well. He has his 5th base up and running. We did see another connection here on that mine. Ooh! And one got pulled in there. Man, those mines are actually doing way better than I thought. And this is Hydra. Oh my god, Hydraling Bane. PF standing strong here. Clem's still making SCV, so he's going really up and high in workers counts. He's hitting 80 workers now. Soon, so definitely wants to get that 5th base up and running as soon as possible. The attack in the north is gonna get pushed back, but Clem is kind of... So what I've noticed, his tendencies a little bit. And you can keep an eye on this on the next games in this series. But his tendencies are, he's gonna commit to an area with a bigger army. And he'll stay there for a long time. He'll just trade the whole army until it's basically gone and he only has medivacs left. And then he'll hit the different location at the same time with the new army, with the rebuild. So yeah, you see, he just stayed here. Now he pulls back because he had to. My god, this Widow Mine. You're only getting 2, actually. Lucky if a Solar needs to have an overseer. Gonna hit that one in a second. Oh my god, another 5 drones? Wow. Liberator coming in the north here, trying to set up some harassment on that base. And units just pulling out here for Sola as he sees this army in the bottom. There's no creep here. There's basically a creep-free area here. No creep allowed in this position. But lurkers are here. Adrenal glands are here in a second. Oh, this is gonna be denied here. Bye-bye Lib. We get 1 shot off. And Clem is just gonna say, alright, let's rotate this time. There's a lot of creep here though, and he is stepped on creep right now. 1 wine shot is gonna do a nice job here, but not killing too much, only 4 links. Queens are gonna keep this Liberator away for now. He needs to learn about this base, because this is very exposed, and this is something you can kind of just go ahead and kill right now. And Sola can't really defend it, because he's completely out of position. If Clem would just know about this. Gonna see the creep, but he knows this tumor is here, and he finds the base, but Sola's already there. See, he was way too slow. Some Banes coming in here, trying to kill off those SCVs. Gonna get 8 workers. Clem's like, oh wait, did you burrow some? Clem is actually expanding into the same direction here. Needs to be careful, we don't want to hit those Banes on those Marines. It's gonna pick up the units, it's gonna cancel that Bane. Sorry, not the PF, and it's gonna try to retreat here. Oh my! Some nice Widow Mines here, but actually gonna get killed. A couple more Widow Mines hitting there. Things are looking good for our red Zerg player right now. He's been able to defend his base. He's been getting a lot of economic damage in, and yeah, he has been still holding his own. Liberator moving in. Getting a few drones is gonna be nice here for Clem. Really would love to see it. Repositioning evening against that Spore. And Clem re-expanding to this north side. So yeah, losing that CC of course wasn't nice. So Sola definitely getting a little bit of an edge there. But we still have enough CCs behind this. Doesn't really matter too much. Clem has a ton of medivacs. I hope he is not producing anymore, and it doesn't seem the way. We do have the Ghost Academy, of course. Ghosts are on the way here. Widow Mine is gonna kill a few units. But this is really what it wanted to hit. We do see a few Widow Mines moving in here to reinforce this position. Or if you can get a nice connection on those Banes, they of course get split up. Vikings not gonna be able to snipe that Viper. Also impeded, not hit the target there. There's so many ghosts though. Oh my god, when did he make so many ghosts? We're looking at 14 ghosts. Ooh, that's a ton of ghosts. Man, that's a lot of ghost power. Still getting cloak here, just about to finish for those. And he did finally stabilize this base here. But Sola is just expanding into the other corner now. And he's moving in at the same time. Can he break this position here from Clem? He already killed one CC. Can he get the second one here as well? He's gonna get that factory as well. Tank just did pop but didn't do anything and just did die. He's not gonna kill the base though. But yeah, grabbing that factory is pretty nice actually. Obviously he's gonna get killed. That's such a ballsy hatchery. But yeah, I really wanted to see him like grab this one as well and transfer drones over there to get those mining as soon as possible so you can actually mine those fringe bases. First, this looks to be eventually a split map. My god, this is such a big game here between these two. Such a strong showing from both of them. Oh wow, Clem was like, alright, you probably have this base already. He didn't. He pre-stimmed. Now he's gonna find the army actually. So this is gonna give him heads up where he needs to rotate his own ghosts. Oh, he does not rotate them though. So, alright, you're down there. I can probably go ahead and kill something from you. There we go. So ghosts are playing defense. Marines are gonna be the poking force here. It's gonna kill this hatchery actually. It's gonna be a nice pickup. Knight is now on the way here. And we still do Widow Mines trying to do their best, but those ghosts are surrounded by 3/3 adrenalings. Finally needs to pull back here a little bit. Only until the extra Banes come in. He really wants to connect on top of these ghosts. Of course, Banes are not that strong against ghosts. Ghosts do have 100 HP, and they're not light, so they do not take bonus damage. So it's only 22 damage, as you can see, per Baneling against a ghost. And what do we have? 100 HP, so you need 4 Banes, 4 to 5 Banes to kill a ghost. That's a lot of Banes actually, and that's only one ghost. So Banes are not really great. This is a very interesting Nidus position, just to notice it from here to here. Yeah. Clem out of position this time, and no sensor turret or anything was remade. He's still gonna keep the orbital alive, but maybe I spoke too soon. Sola turning around. Oh wow, what a Widow Mine shot that was. This is a great connection. You might just swing the game into his favor. Oh, shy. Oh shit, man. Those were some amazing Widow Mine shots there. That was some great trading here. And you can see both players are kind of even, but Clem is ahead a little bit here. Not too much though. I mean, it's 5k, it's still quite a bit, but now after this fight he's probably at like 6-7k. This lurker, man, is making value. It's literally creating value. It's like a it's like something you like stock, you know. It's just going up right now. And then it crashed. Sola's still keeping this base actually. Oh, the fungal! Can you believe it? Oh, he catches 3 Medivacs with a lot of ghosts inside as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Infestor. Oh my lord. And now he kills the base. There's a few ghosts here on top. There's a few units in the bottom, but I think everything... Yeah, this is isolating another base, so that's a great pick-off by Sola. Man, that fungal... Oh... Amazing stuff here. Can he kill those ghosts? That would definitely be worth it here. Yeah, he gets all of those. So really resetting that ghost count to tiny amounts here at this point. And Clem is struggling so hard to remix right now. Could have even used the Nidus one to try and relocate. And Clem's like, wait, do we have this base? Do we have that base as well? Okay. So this is the only mining base for Clem right now. Look at this. Mined out. Mined out. Doesn't have this one. Doesn't have this one. His income is minimal. We can take a look at the income graph. Look at this. It's minimal right now. You can even have a look at this one. It's 600 right now. against 2.5k per minute. 600 per minute. That's like you can make 3 tanks in 1 minute. Or 3 barracks or something. And Sola can make like... Wow, tries that. Those funglers, man. Those infestors. Ooh, yeah. Clem has like 1 small force here to the bottom. I think that's his last ditch effort. He still has a few units. Oh, actually, these are formlings. He has a few units defending this base. It's only a Liberator and the Widowmine. And I think with this group dying now here in the bottom, it's gonna be GG. There we go. Solar's gonna take map number 1 after 20 minutes. Oh, wow. Crazy game. That's a crazy game. Really good stuff here by Solar. Taking the lead in this best of 5. Let's jump into map number 2. And the top left, taking the first game after 20 minutes, very well fought. Sola, the fungal from downtown, making the last play. And the bottom right, it is Clement, the world champion of Nu, who apparently has to pay a shit ton of tax. Like 60% or something from that win. It's just... At that point, like if you make like what 400k or something, you have to pay 60%. Get a freaking get yourself a an investment manager or something, and a tax manager basically, someone who's professional in that, and make an actual investment where you can write off things off tax too, so you actually save some of that money, man. Don't let it just go to freaking taxes. Don't let it go to waste. So this time not the 2 ranks opening, so no 4 Reaper approach. It's gonna be 1 Reaper it seems. And an SCV moving out. So the goal is gonna try to delay the 3rd base a little bit. Solar is gonna be a little bit cheeky here. He's gonna throw down his 3rd base before his queens. Is he? Is he though? No, he's actually gonna move back. Is he though? Yeah, he's gonna throw this down before his queens. So he's playing this gasless, as you can see. And he's basically just gonna throw down that base super quickly. Gonna have some extra minerals, so this is not gonna get blocked. This is just gonna be seen by Clem and his SCV, and yeah. I mean, of course, this SCV is a great scout. Why this makes sense to bring it with a Reaper? So first of all, if it's a standard Zerg opening with the speed, you will be able to deny the location from the drone to set down that hatchery while you guard the other one with the Reaper. So you can delay the 3rd base. If it's a very fast pool with links trying to circumvent that Reaper, you'll maybe see them with the SCV move out. So you know, oh, I have to keep my Reaper at home. Also, you will know the timing on the 2nd hatchery, so he knows, like, even by the timing just of that, he'll know, alright, you have a pool first, so I'll need to keep my Reaper at home. If you have links, go across the map, try to snipe my SCV, building my own command center. It's a really good addition, why you should use that SCV with that Reaper in conjunction. A lot of people are like, I have a Reaper, Reaper's gonna be fine, it's gonna skite a lot for me. Maybe do some harassment, but that's what the second unit, basically the SCV, does do for you in the situation. Reaper's gonna fall off the cliff. No, he's actually gonna explode. Wow, I was ready to call him to fall over like this and fall into the freaking abyss here, but he didn't. He chose the explosion. 2 Cyclones and 2 Hellions behind this quick stim and 2nd barracks. No starport yet. Oh, and the Overlord even survives. Oh, that's unfortunate here for Clement. Clem, like other pro players like to call him. This might be another Overlord that gets away, yeah. Another unfortunate play here for Clem. And now we do have 2 Cyclones, 2 Hellions. That's a weird poking army here. So, I mean, there's no link speed, so of course his units are gonna be great. And the Hellions are gonna be a nice addition to really kill those links, actually. Yeah, he's putting in a lot of damage on those links. He's killing the first queens, maybe get the second queen. Actually gonna get pulled back very nicely here by Sola, and you don't really want to lose the Cyclones. You don't care as much about the Hellions, I guess, but you don't really want to lose those Cyclones as Clem. You want to keep them alive and have them as queen snipers or fighters later on in the game for the next push. Third base behind this, so yeah, strange opening here. Double Cyclone, 2-1-1, and the second Medivac is supply block. There we go. So he's probably gonna move out again with the 2 Medivacs. Stim is gonna be done, of course. But Sola is just gonna say, alright, I have something you didn't see. That's a Baneling nest. You have a wall of depots. But he's standing behind the wall right now. I don't think you can really bust this. If Clem is on top of this, he does have Stim. He moves out now. Sola's gonna see this. But is Clem gonna see the army? Yeah, he's gonna see the army just in time. He needs to boost back the Medivac. He needs to raise the wall. Yeah, that's great. The Cyclones are on the outside, but even getting evacuated with the Medivacs. That's some great first few seconds here for the defense of Clem. Can he kill those Banes without them actually splashing on too many of his Marines, too many of his workers here? I think this is looking really good. If these 2 last Banes, yeah, they're gonna get picked off. Insane defense here by Clem. So really great play. And Sola is pulling back. I think even pulling back is not gonna save you here as Sola. He's still on hatchery tech, finally starting up that lair. He's gonna throw down some extra evos. But everything, like, he needs to kind of propel himself into drones right now. But if Clem moves across now with these 2 Medivacs, I mean, he's staying back because he's like, alright, is your follow-up coming now? You're all in, right? Where's your next units coming? So Sola's trying to greed behind this now, but we already do have a tank here on the top. Yeah, look at this. He's so careful. He's standing more links. Where's your army? He doesn't know Sola pulled back the whole way, all the way back home. But I think he's about to find out. It's like, alright, let's take it third. And I think we're gonna start a push soon. And that push might be a tiny bit too early for Sola. One is supposed to be on the way. But after that Baneling bust, that failed Baneling bust, it's not there yet. There we go, second upgrade finally gonna start here in that engineering bay. So upgrades are gonna be good for Sola. The issue though is Bane speed is not... Is it done? No, it's not even started yet. And yeah. This is Clem. He's gonna snipe those slow Banes like balloons. Let's see them pop. Let's see them pop. Gonna focus on this one. Poop, 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 poop. He loses 1 Marine. It's gonna drop on top of this queen. There's no extra defense. His 2 links are not gonna help out that much here. It's gonna pick off the queen maybe? No, it's actually managing to pull back here. But again, it's only 3 slow Banes. Pop, pop, pop. And now he can stand and fight. Pop, 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 pop. There you see all of these balloons, man. Filled with green jelly. Now he can drop again on the high ground. He can finish off that queen. 4 HP, man. He's really trying to stay alive. But it's gonna float off to the surface here. Or at least to the left. Great stuff here from Clem. And behind this, of course, taking a 4th base. Factory number 2 is ready. We do see Widow Mines being produced. I'm pretty sure if he hasn't yet, he will get the Drilling Claw upgrade as well. Just gonna play Mine Marine Tank. No, sorry, Mine Marine Marauder again here. Into the Ghost Mix eventually. If it comes to that stage. But this game already looks so good for Clem. I don't think he's gonna let this slip. Especially because he also is someone who is extremely potent playing from ahead. A lot of people play better when they are behind. But Clem is someone who plays better from ahead, by the way. The baning speed is still not done, and it's still not started. Oh, that's such a cool tank position here. But yeah, let's actually fight. Let's see the main fight. I think it's just a massacre. Yeah, GG. That bane speed not being up and running when the lair finishes, that costs Sola the game here. GG. Of course, the baning all in didn't work, so that kind of costed him the game already. But yeah, that was definitely the last nail in the coffin. Well, let's quickly go into the next map. In this best of 5, so far we are sitting at 1-1. And there we go. At the bottom left we do have Sola. And at the right it is Clem. Already rallying downwards here, so expect a depot on the high ground actually, okay. Yeah, there you go. Expect a depot on the high ground. So Archeon is a map a lot of people have been favoring the 2 ranks openings against Zerg, but you don't need to. You could definitely just play a normal opening. You can play rather greedily because you kind of know your opponent is most likely not gonna win, so you can get a reactor opening, for example, go into very quick factory transition, go into the Reaper opening he played against in his TVP earlier. Against Nightmare, I think it was, right? So yeah. There's a lot of options on this map specifically, because you kind of feel rather safe with the opening. You don't really need that 2 ranks Reaper to assert control for you in the very early game. Let's see what it's gonna be here. It's gonna be second gas. I would be scratching my head, to be honest, but I've seen crazier things, so yeah. Does look like it. Could be a reactor expand, marine expand, Reaper expand, you name it, you get it. It's gonna be a Reaper first. And again, SCV moving across. Sola again setting up for a quick third base, it seems here. Already been moving out with that worker to actually get it in place, because he sees, hey, Clem, your stuff is already across the map. So yeah, he's actually gonna commit into the double queen first before the third base. Kinda would have loved to see the base first and then the queens. Try to hold off the Reaper a little bit with links. Once he saw the SCV move across the map with the Overlord. Oh, a shame. At least he's gonna get 2 links here. Oh, yeah, he gets it. Factory and barracks. 3rd command center. Quick 3rd CC, 1 gas only. Factory and the reactor very soon. Hellion at least. And then we'll see if it's gonna be a starport with banshees, or the next step's gonna be a 2nd barracks, for example, like earlier. With a 2-1-1. Reaper poking on the 3rd, confirming that it's here, actually giving it a little bit of a love tap. And a notification for Sola. Oh, 2nd gas. And Banshee it is, it seems. Reaper's still alive, man, this guy is so annoying. Constantly checking that queen position, trying to move in now, but actually bouncing the queens in the correct direction here. Oh my god, you need to go for these drones now. You've already committed so much damage on top of those. And he's gonna get 1 more shot. No, unfortunately, but 5 drones for 2 Hellions. I take that any day at 4 minutes. He just get what, 12% of the economy or something? Again, going in here. Gonna lose the Reaper now first. 2 Hellions still alive, trying to go for more drones. First one is gonna fall. Second one is gonna get surrounded by drones. Can he get one drone? No. So in the end, only 5 workers, or 4 Hellions and 1 Reaper. Again, I don't like these overcommits. I'm really a big fan when you can get your units out you used for harassment. Keep them safe. Bring them back. Use them for a follow-up push, for an actual push. That's something you see some of those people actually playing at very high levels. Someone who plays like that, or loves to play like that, very conservative with his units, is for example Vindicta as a Terran player. And he is so strong because a lot of people do read the timings wrong in the games, because they think they kill so much or they defend so much, but in the end the harassment is very often saved from Vindicta, and he just keeps his units alive, keeps them back. He doesn't sacrifice them for a little bit of extra damage or potentially like a chance for a snowball or something. And that's a strength to have in itself. Of course, it also gives him a little bit more room to your opponent, but it also makes it more difficult to read the state of the game, which can be very important, and it helps your other timing pushes, because they'll be just so much stronger with those extra units. I mean, imagine if he still had 4 more Hellions, or like those 2 extra Hellions. Imagine it would be 6. It would be 6 Hellbats with that push eventually, not 4. They can soak up more Banes, they can get a couple more shots in on those circlings, they can soak so many Queen hits. So I'll always be on the side if you can get the damage in, and then your follow-up is against an already defensive position where you like, alright, this is not gonna most likely do anything anyways. Just keep those units alive, keep them back, use them later. Hellbats are not the best unit to scale, but they are not terrible as plain Hellbats either, with no upgrades. So yeah, it's still a decent unit to have. You can always put them on defense duty. He does have those 2 Banshees here, only 1 kill on those though. Double drop, coming across the map. Oh, no combat shield yet. 1-1 is just finished. Those Hellions in a good position here, finally becoming Hellbats now. Really solidifying that area. And Queens try to kill those now. And yeah, with the Overseer they are gonna have the vision. They're gonna succeed. Sort of trying to grab the tower with the changelings there. Lair is still here, still no hive. Hydra then researching some range upgrade here for those guys. Lingbane Hydra, the weapon of choice. No Hydras yet. These Banshees are just waiting for their opportunity to jump on this base here. And Clem is meanwhile setting up a very strong push through the middle here, as you can see. Those Hellbats, a ton of Marines, a couple tanks in a good position. And even if he doesn't really do anything with this push, it's still denying the gold base from being taken. He should definitely try to assert pressure on that top base though with the Banshees. They're just hanging about here for now. They should just go in and try to put damage on that hatchery. They do have Cloak, they can run out. They do have Cloak, right? They don't have Cloak actually, okay. They can still probably, if you be a little bit wary, you can move them out. Man, Sola is trying to set up a big flank, but he doesn't really have the room. This being so close to those, tucked to those minerals is a very interesting technique, how he's crawling. I mean, look at the setup. I mean, there was a tank earlier here, now he's elevating this one forward. try to put more pressure on this base. But there's so many Lings and Banes trying to set up for a big surround now. Sola coming in now from 3 angles here at once, and Clem scrambling to move back his units. Actually a great engage here for our Zerg player, clearing most of this army. But Clem, he's still holding his own. He still has a ton of Marines here, still has a lot of supply. He still has all of these medevacs. He still has 1 tank to anchor this push. He also has an F2 and those 2 Banshees coming in now to try and sacrifice them. I mean, look at those guys. Imagine if they would have just been working on that hatchery in the top. You would either reduce this army by units, you would pull back, or you would actually kill a hatchery. Now finally the Bane reinforcements coming in here and just gonna push back this Marine force. Tank was killed off. 1 more tank for the reinforced though. 4th base on the way, 2nd factory coming here in for the transitions. This was a little bit of an 8-race approach, as you can see. 66 walkers is where things did stop. A ton of barracks, some without add-ons here as well. So yeah. Kind of the forced transition here for Clem, because he did not manage to kill Sola. And I think the push is getting weaker and weaker. Oh my god, that 1 Bane, if it would have connected only on top of these Marines. 1 nice snipe here again, but numbers are thinning out. But for whom? It feels like Clem's numbers are thinning out more than the ones from Sola. Getting a few medevacs now on the retreat as well. Finally those Hydras paying off big. And look at that, the base is starting to mine now. I mean, if Clem watches this replay himself, I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, why didn't I go to pick off that base with the Banshees at the time? I could have probably killed it, or even gotten a lot of pressure on that one. Just create another fire, you know, your opponent has to put out. Force more actions out of him. Double medevac drops, trying to find an opening here, but too little too late already, it feels like. Transition is starting. We do have double tank production for Clem. He should be starting up. Oh yeah, he's actually working on +1 damage here already. And he's trying to solidify his position on 4 bases for now, making a 5th command center. But the rest of it's all Marines, only 2-2 for now. C3-3 is on the way, halfway done. There's no Ghost Academy yet. So definitely a little bit of a late transition here, very unfortunate. Oh god, please lower this depot. This tank has to go all the way around to the main. Okay, so Clem is just throwing down command centers. He definitely needs to get up a Ghost Academy as soon as possible to get out some ghosts. And solidify his army depth, supply. He's only producing tanks so far. As tech units, basically. Tanks and medevacs. But you can only get so far with tank medevac because they're eventually going to be Vipers, and those tanks are going to be, well, they're going to be hard counted against Vipers basically. Going to get grabbed, abducted. They're going to have a bad time. Hive is done, Lurker Den is done, speed upgrade already on the way for the Lurkers. And everything's looking great here in Solar's base. He's looking very good. He has a bank at this point, mineral and gas. This medevac is not unloading because it was clicked funnily. Solar is expanding again to 2 new locations in the bottom right and the top left at the same time. 3-3 finally is complete, and then that's one thing Solar is still lacking, no +3 carapace yet for his army, so this is going to be a little bit of a power spike for Clem. If he can get some fights, some trades, he's going to perform pretty decent. Trying to fight here on creep for now. He's going to eat some damage on the medevac, but he's going to boost out to safety. Another command center in this location. We also do have one here. Is there a Ghost Academy? Oh, there it is. We're finally gonna go into the extra units here. But so far relying really on tanks. I really want to see some Vipers here from Solar, because Solar has been not really playing that active aggressively. He sees these and he's like, alright, I'm not gonna poke. He sees this, he's like, oh no, I'm not gonna poke. See, he doesn't even know about this all. That's how long he hasn't been there. Snipe attempt here on this base and the left. And it's gonna get it. Medivac is gonna boost into a spore if it keeps on running, but it's trying to retreat actually through the north here. And Sola doesn't actively see this. He's not trying to track it for now. Maybe he can still intercept this. No. It's kind of missing this. And the Medivac down here is kind of hovering over safe space. Yeah. He's got out. Great play. And another long map here. Split map scenario for these two guys. They're actually making up for some great games. By trying to move back here. Meanwhile, we do have a big attack from Sola finally coming in here onto this base of Clem on the right. So beautiful blinding clouds kind of acting as a funnel there on those bio units, as well as disabling several tanks here. In the end, the CC does survive. There was no kill asserted on that building. We do lose 15 workers as Clem, but still looks pretty good. He still does keep the location. He keeps the production, the facilities. And Sola is looking like he wants to go for another round on this one. Don't think that's a perfect spot to attack on. Especially now that the units have been redirected into this area here. And yeah, he's just trying to click on that command center, it seems. Now trying to move in here on top of that ramp. Wow, that's so much terrain there, you don't want to move there. But the command center again is gonna survive. And he gets less and less damage. 7 SCVs this time. Clem is just gonna say screw it, I'm just gonna build one more command center. If you want to kill this one, I'm just gonna build one more. And again coming in here with a big force. A couple of nice blinding clouds here being set on top of these tanks. Bane's running into tanks though, not really what you're looking for here. And a ton of ghosts. Oh my god, a wall of snipe, a wall of carcasses. Oof, those hydras, they went down so fast. So yeah, ghosts are out now. If you want to keep on attacking like that, Sola, you will need fungals to help you. Or lurkers. Choice might be lurkers here for now. This top side hasn't been re-expanded yet. This lava is comically staying alive there on the edge of creep. One lurker harassing this base. We have a Nidus blocking that area. There we go. Tanks are gonna clear out that poor lad who's just trying to throw some spikes, but man, Sola is happily mining out of this bottom area. He has a lot of mining locations. And Clem kind of needs to do something because, I mean, while he still has these super well defended positions, he's running out of money there. And there's not really any room to expand to anymore. If Sola is kind of occupying everything else. I mean, this gold base is definitely going to go to Clem. This base should go to Clem. But then everything else already is being mined from. And Sola is banking up so much money right now. Look at that. Grabbing in ghosts even. Definitely should have grabbed that tank. Just completed +3. Of lurkers running in here on this location again, trying to kill that planetary, but tanks PF probably gonna be enough here. Only one lurker is gonna left behind for harassment. And gonna get sniped, not really doing anything. Oh my god, Sola, are you trying to break this position now? Yeah, he's actually trying to swarm through this here. There's so many commands in this, but of course there's a few openings. He's trying to kill the planetary, but might even survive now. He's gonna finish it off with links. He's gonna try to kill all of these bases here. He did get 2 of the 4 commands at this. Did get one SCV line, and Clem isn't really producing any extra SCVs. He definitely needs to remake some of those, it feels like. Kind of struggling to get an income going. He has... That's 5 workers, man. Useless workers out of 40, and 3 more. Definitely needs to reassess his situation here on those SCVs. I mean, if like 30% or 25% of your workforce is not actually working, you definitely need to get that fixed up. That's so many workers. But starting to look solid on the ghost count here. A lot of ghosts. Again, Sola coming in here with some nice blinding clouds. Those EMPs are always a tiny bit too late, it feels like, trying to snipe those overseers, but cannot even get that job done. Some of them just do retreat, so still vision with the army here. Does lose this PF unnecessary. Could have definitely lifted that one. Oh my god! The Fungal! Unfortunately, not enough follow-up. Maybe these Banes can pop and finish the job. No, but that's basically Clem dodging a bullet there. That's Clem getting lucky. It's not Sola getting lucky, that's Clem getting lucky. Because Sola didn't have enough to follow up that fungal and kill the army off. Wow, but this location, again, this is one of the only mining locations from Clem. Gonna get taken out here again. Gonna get pushed back. This is almost out of resources, but if this goes away, then the staging point to grab this base is gonna be gone. And Clem needs to refocus, shift his focus again on the bottom side. Again, Sola trying to come in here from 2 angles at the same time. He's gonna try to overrun as much as he can. He still is banking a ton of money behind all of this, and Clem, I think, he's gonna run out of steam here very soon. Finally get up this gold base, but he doesn't even have... He still has these workers? Ah, I guess they're finally working now. But I mean, look at this. Only 30 SCVs left. This factory might burn down. Another attack coming in here. Really struggling to remax. There's still a lot of army supply somewhere. I mean, scattered tanks here and there. There's a lot of tanks, actually. That's it. But you can, if you get rid of all of these ghosts, you can just grab again some Vipers and basically pick up these tanks one by one. Just gonna go for the lurker play here. Of course, links are also good to flood in these tanks. Oh, that one link out of position. Now getting the deny still because of the SCV. Coming in here again. Only to lose some Banes. Didn't really achieve anything. Coming in again on the 3rd base here. From Clem. We do have some infestors waiting for those money fungals. But actually there isn't really that many units to fungal anymore even. Because most of it is tanks at this point. This is basically the ghost force. Been waiting for that one. Infestor, I think it just whiffed its fungal, right? There you go. This one only has 3 mana. And it's dead. Snipe's going down, but this is all the ghosts he has. If he loses these, he'll lose the game. Trying to pick off some of them into the medevacs, but they're getting surrounded by Lynx and Hydras. And Ling Hydra is pretty decent against Ghost. GG. Sola's gonna take the game. Wow. What a great game. And... yeah, there we go. Our game is live. In the bottom left, we do have Sola being up 2-0. Sorry, 2-1. What am I talking about? And in the top right, it is Clement down in this series. Needs to make a comeback happen. Wasn't actually ready with my setup. There we go. Okay, everything should be fine now. So yeah, I'm kind of hyped for this. This was a great series already. The first 3 maps. And yeah, I hope the next... at least we're gonna get 5 maps. And I hope there's gonna be great stuff to come. Crimson Cord has been historically in this matchup a little bit better for Terran players, I want to say, specifically aggressive Terran players. Just because this area is so abusable here. This is, by the way, still the Ursa Cup. No, it's not the Ursa Cup. Jeez, please just ignore this logo. I haven't taken the logos files out. Should probably do it for the next game. Make my own logos file. MapuTV, yeah, that's what I should do actually. I think I'm just gonna do it. Ursa. Oh, of course, it's being used right now, so I can't rename it. Okay. There we go, first Reaper on the way here. Reaper expand for Clem, and he's gonna send out an SCV to see if he can't block the third base. Sola looks to want to go for the base in the north here. So he's gonna wall out these golden minerals. He's actually already sending drones relatively early and nicely staggered here to get that mined out as soon as possible. And yeah, third drone is about to hit that area, but this is gonna be seen by Clem. He has his SCV here. If he sticks around, he will see the drone return the minerals. He's actually not gonna get envisioned, so he does not know. If Solar just runs up there, he can take a very fast third base, relatively safe from the Reaper, because of course, if you're Clem, you kind of need to mine out the minerals on your own side of the map to get through that area, or you need to go through the patches here, because the Reaper can't jump up. You can also take out some rocks, but of course he sees that this is open now, so it's still a good scout. He knows, oh yeah, he took that base. I know, it's fine. Not gonna be a big deal here. Marine scouting for that Overlord here. Overlord tried to poke in a little bit, but didn't make its way out. And Reaper's trying to trade with the Lynx. I think he got one kill here. Sitting at one kill, but it's a little bit of a shame that you can't really confirm this base. So yeah. Oh, actually Overlord not parking in the correct position here. Sola being a little bit sloppy there. And there we go, it's hidden now. Taking a little bit more damage than necessary. Starport on the way here, 111 follow-up with the third CC. It's a Hellion, maybe Banshee, could be something else. Has been very popular recently again, Hellion Banshee, one of the strongest CCC openings of all time. Rotating in and out of the meta. And Sola wants to see if this is actually a 111 setup or if this is a 211 setup. So he pokes in with the Overlord, but I think he might have seen the Hellion there. I'm not exactly sure. So he should probably already know. Alright. He sees the Marine standing down there. Alright, he sees a barracks being made. He sees that is gone. He sees the starport. He sees the Hellions. He sees basically everything. He sees the third CC. He sees the third barracks. He sees everything. He also sees the drop leaf, so he knows exactly what's going on. That's a great scout here for Solar. He can be put perfectly in position. He has one queen over here, two on the low ground, which I'm gonna pull back for now a little bit. And there's one queen over here getting the spore in that third base. Clem is just gonna go frontal. No. Gonna boost over, try to rotate to the third base. There's a queen and 4 Lynx. You can definitely drop here, but already a roach popping in the perfect time. Lynx coming in as well. Lynx speed not done yet, so but there's no drones. Clem was definitely a little bit too early, is what he thinks. That's when he notices, hey, wait. You've got already roaches coming, so yeah, immediately swapping over here, getting a reactor actually on that. For what? I guess for medevac production. Wow, that's a little bit ballsy if you ask me, because he knows there's an all incoming, there's a roach walk coming. And well, he just basically needs to hold. He's gonna see Lynx speed finish now. He sees those roaches, he sees, wait, there's still no drones here? What am I looking at? If he can kill those Lynx, it's actually a great deal. Keep his Hellions alive maybe. Nah, he's gonna lose all but one for now. He sees now roaches. Wait, you're rallying over? I already have one bunker. He might want to throw up a couple more here. He's gonna have a tank, he's gonna have stim, I think. He already has one bunker on the high ground even. I think he's gonna be great here. He also has this medevac scouting the army for now. Gonna bring SCVs, gonna repair the bunker. Sola, I think you need to do something else, man. I don't think this is gonna work. He was so much delayed with those Hellions in the end there. He pulled back so many roaches. And this was scouted so early. It's a great pull away with the SCVs. He's gonna lose his bunker though. So now he needs to pull back to his tank here a little bit. Tank is firing a lot, actually. He's killing a lot of guys. Yeah, stim is completed now. Do stim, and there we go. This should be cleaned up here eventually. See, I don't think Sola can break this. Gonna lose most of its units now. He only has a few links here reinforcing. Most of these Ravagers are very bruised. Still that tank, 7 kills here, being focused on all of these Ravagers. Focus firing on those. And yeah, 1 violet, 2 violets are gonna connect, but not even enough to clear out that tank on the low ground, and there's 1 on the high ground even helping out. So this attack completely felt flat here, and yeah, we do see a transition into drones now. 7 drones, lair on the way. Tech and economy is so late. He did not kill enough at all. There's still 3 CCs up and running, and yeah, Clem is gonna surpass the drone count in a heartbeat here again. And he still has this army. This is a fully teched out Terran army. They only need combat shields. They already have +1 about to finish. The armor upgrade is also on the way. A couple more barracks are gonna be thrown down, and I'm thinking, yeah, there we go. The orbital is also moving out here, so Clem's in a phenomenal position. And Solar, man, he's just starting up his Evo champion. He's so far behind, I can't even. This is what you do. What you get when you do an all-in, right? And then it just fails. You didn't kill these CCs on the low ground. You didn't kill enough SCVs. You didn't reset the army, actually. You only lost things here and there and everywhere. And in the end, well, you have an opponent like Clem, who is also really good playing from afar, or from you know, what do you say, not behind, but from being ahead, basically. There you go. Finally found that word. And yeah, you kind of need to play against him now. On a 3 base against 3 base setup, just taking the 4th base. He's basically skipping all of his units right now. If you look at the unit count, it's still like 4 roaches and 30 links, that's all. He's only making drones, he's making infrastructure, and he's making upgrades, as well as tech. And he's just hoping that he can kind of catch up before this first push is gonna come. But I think it's about to commence here. We do have 3 siege tanks, we do have the 2nd factory up in production, we do have the first drop already out here. It's been chased, so Sola still has a shot there. But yeah, his Hydra Den is not even done yet, and this push is already about to knock at his door here. He needs to defend this with Ling Roach Ravager. He's already gonna lose a few of those units here. A ton of transducers being used on that one, and it's not even gonna survive. That's a horrible trade there for Sola in the end. When still buys him a little bit of time. He's trying to go up to Hive, actually trying to rush everything, trying to rush to Lurkers. That's his plan. Alright, I get it. So he wants the turtle now. He's going into those range upgrades. Defending this drop is actually a nice start to things, but you see, those links can't even chew through those +1 armor marines, because there's a medevac, and those links, they have no upgrades whatsoever, no armor, nothing. Clem is gonna rotate into the main here, gonna fly out again, and 4th CC on the way. There we go. Finally, those tanks are gonna come. I hope, Clem, you can close out this game now. He's gonna push through the middle, it seems. Maybe he's gonna go to the 3rd, but I think the 4th is the most appropriate target here. He's gonna pull back this drop also into this location. Sola needs to rotate his links, and he doesn't have anything set up. There's no surround, there's no flank, and there's a big tank push at his door. Ton of marines, good number of medevacs, everything's... Oh my god, so many tanks. Look at this, 7 tanks. I thought it was like a 3 tank push. This is a freaking 7 tank push. Clem is gonna destroy him, he's gonna completely wreck him. Even only the marines are gonna fight and win the fight here. Nothing left for Sola. Clem is gonna take the victory, and let's do infinity. My god. So 2-2 this series, but yeah, failed on in from Sola. Not really much to do for, I mean, after Clem defended, not really much to do. The defense was super solid. There was not enough sacrifices that Clem had to make to pull off the defense. And yeah, it's basically what you get when you try and all in. It gets scouted and completely defended. That's what happens. Let's jump into the next and last map of this series. It's gonna be in the top left, Sola, our red Zog player, and in the bottom right it is 430 milliseconds Clem. Of course, Liquid's Clem. What's that? There's like a stone floating here. Have you ever seen this stone floating? It's like floating trees or something, man. This stone keeps on rotating here. Is he gonna hit the wall? No. No. It's perfectly floating in a circle there. Barracks on the way here. And gas, so Reaper expand, most likely could be end reactor, could be basically a marine into a faster factory. But yeah, we'll see, time will tell. Sola on the other hand, hatchery into gas pool, stock standard from both players. So this map, it's very interesting actually. I really like the shape of it and how it operates, that you have this area which you can both like mine out and make the map a very close place. But you also have all of this area to the right, where there's basically a lot of expansions, a lot of minerals, a lot of resources to be taken. So yeah, I really like the architecture of this map and how it's set up, but the players haven't been that big of a fan yet, I guess. There we go, Reaper expand here. Also with the Clem standard SCV sound. The scout, not sound. What am I talking, man? My English is a little bit messed up, it's been a while. It's been a week, basically. I'm a little bit sorry, but it's gonna come back, so please bear with me here for the first few games. And drone moving out, try to take this base, or is it actually? He's rotating around this, so he saw the SCV with his overlord. He knows now the Reaper's coming in, he has this drones, he needs to micro that drone actually. He's gonna save it. And he keeps one drone here hidden away. He might take this base, but that would be awfully far out, and also there's this mineral wall which you would need to mine out. And it's also like harassable from behind and stuff. It's really not a good base to take as a third specifically, because there's so many tank push timings you can do on three bases. And yeah, he sees the SCV now. He's just gonna go there with a drone. He's gonna show. Whoa! He's gonna leave it alive. He wants to keep his links safe because he knows he saw the Reaper come in. That's a very interesting, cool play here from Clem, identifying that he can put on the threat to those Zerglings, which Sola doesn't want to lose yet. And all of them had been, well, tuckered so low on those small staplers, basically. He stapled them to death almost. On the other side, things are looking rosy here. Third command center on the way. 111 setup with Hellions in production. Everything's been scouted but the CC, so Sola does not exactly know. This could be a Halberd push still, but kind of by no add-ons here on these structures, you can kind of tell what's going on. I mean, it could be like blank extra barracks, like 2 extra barracks. No add-ons producing stuff, but it's very unlikely. It's also because Clem has really been loving 3cc builds. It might be one of his weaknesses currently, just because he's been playing them so much. You should kind of be able to hard counter those, right? But he's just so good with it. Rotating around now. Trying to take off some drones here. Advanced Queen. One Hellion coming a little bit late now. Overlord still scouting through everything here in Clem's base. Only one Marine on the task to defend that big guy. He's gonna pop the balloon. We do have a Liberator moving out. I'm pretty sure this was seen by Sola. Liberator coming across the map here with a couple of extra Hellions. CC is gonna get started over, and we do see what, a Raven? Oh no, there was only producing an add-on here for this, for anything, yeah? Let's see, barracks, there we go. So this might be a little bit more of a timing push with Stim Combat Shield and +1. Well, getting the E-base actually a little bit late. It's like, he just wants to get very fast combat shields. Oh no, okay. This is his rotation. He's gonna set up the factory there and he's gonna boost over the barracks. There we go, of course. Silly me. Liberator trying to fight some damage. Hasn't gotten any picks yet. He's trying to rotate as well at the same time with those Hellions. A little bit unfortunate there by Sola. He got... Oh, he could have actually gotten that queen. He would have stayed there. And there we go. Now he's going to shoot that overlord. And it's going to take 174 years. No, it's just going to move out of range. So it's going to stay alive even. Drone coming in here. Carrying a couple of minerals. Gonna land down that hatchery. Both base on the way here. And Clem's building up his force. I think he doesn't really want to push before his 1-1 is finished. He still has, he's gonna have 2-2 very quickly after this. Already the army on your way. And we finally do have a little bit more of a macro game here. Baneling Nest coming up. +1 melee upgrades here. With the armor, of course, carapace. A drone mining out this area already here. Trying to be safe as well. Like, potentially defend any attacks from here. And also maybe expand in this direction eventually. First little poke here with Medivacs now. He could snipe those queens actually. They're a little bit out of position if you ask me, man. They had no business over here whatsoever. And he's gonna lose 3 immediately, maybe even a 4th one here. The Liberator came in, took a couple of picks as well here. Oh my god, he's losing more. All of his queens. There's only 1 queen left. No, excuse me, 2nd one joining the fray here. HEALTHBARS are gonna get busted by those banelings, but man, is Clem just gonna kill him with a couple of marines? Gee. There you go. He just killed him. He just killed him with marines. He just killed him with a poke. Because Sola had all of his queens. Like 90% of his queens were stacked in this completely forward position for no freaking reason. And he just loses the game. And there you go. Clem is gonna take this serious.